Hey everyone, MCB here, and I just want to give an update on what's going on. I've been kind of busy, so I haven't gotten the time to get around to this, and I apologize for that. So, as some of you have noticed, my PS2 reviews are back, and I did some changes to them. They still have somewhat of the similar format from the original PS2 reviews. However, there are some differences, like how I decided to kind of address certain things. I don't be like I don't go over specific on certain details like where exactly health is located and all that kind of stuff in certain games. I just go over what I think is relevant without getting too specific. And I also changed the rating system. The rating system is now a good, bad, or meh. Good means I really like the game and I highly recommend it, or I just think it's still a good game. Maybe not super recommendation, but it's still a good game. Meh just means it's somewhere in between. There's some good to it, but it could be better. It's not the worst, but there is better out there. It could also mean that I didn't necessarily like the game, but there wasn't anything technically wrong with it. Like, it wasn't too buggy, it was mostly playable, all that kind of stuff. Like, if the game's super glitchy, super bad, super broken, then it gets the bad rating, and it's just not a game really worth much time, at least in my opinion. And yeah, obviously, all this is all my opinion when it comes to these reviews. Another thing I wanted to point out is the footage you are looking at. This is footage I've used to capture with my new capture card because I've been kind of dissatisfied with the Dazzles footage. Like, it was okay, but I wanted better. And I did find a Elgato that is a better capture card. That's also why it's in that particular framing, because the standard framing, which is what, 4 by something, I don't necessarily pay attention to what the numbers are for the ratios. I just remember the first number in each when dealing with aspect ratios. The reason why I don't have it stretched out to a 16 by 9, I think it is, I'm not 100% sure, but you can most certainly correct me. But the reason why I don't do that is because the image looks the video quality anyway, looks a little bit more pixelated, and I don't particularly like that. It looks a little too jagged, and having it in its more standard form makes it look a little nicer in my opinion. But I also wanted to, like I said, I changed the quality because I just wasn't very satisfied with the quality from before. I should also note that the audio quality is probably sounding a little different right now, and that's because I'm using my Blue Snowball microphone instead of my Samson one. For some reason, my Samson one does not want to. Well, it records my volume sound, records me perfectly fine. The only issue is, at least on my desktop, which is what I'm using right now to record my voice, it records me perfectly fine. The issue that I have is that there's this really obnoxious ringing noise in the background. It's only on my desktop it does this when using the same audio program, Audacity. Because on my laptop, it doesn't do that, but I'll be using the laptop now to capture footage because it's a more up-to-date computer that would be able to run the capture software, while my desktop doesn't, so I have to use the desktop for audio instead, so I have to resort to my Snowball Blue microphone, which hopefully sounds good. I hope I do sound well. I don't want crappy audio, so yeah, that's what's up with that. A few other announcements. I'm also currently working on a series of videos. Since I know in one of my videos or countdowns, I believe it was the top 5 kart racing games for the PS2. I believe I said I would do a special countdown in that, or I had said that I'd do like a 500 subscribers special sometime, and I haven't gotten around to that despite being in the 500s now. So I'm currently working on a huge series of videos that will include both reviews and countdowns. I'll probably get around to it from the way it looks sometime next year, or sometime coming up in 2016. But I just want to let you guys know I am working on it, and I apologize that it's been taking me so long. The other thing I wanted to say is, when it comes to my top 10 personal favorite Nintendo franchise videos, I received some pretty reasonable criticism on that, and I think it is. I know a lot of people, like, sometimes think that people who, like, leave bad comments or something like that are just being trolls and haters on your videos, and they can be, but sometimes people do give genuine and good criticism, and I think that needs to be taken into account. So I think people have given some pretty good criticism on that video, like I was a little too vague and not really using the word franchise very well, and the whole thing about Golden Sun possibly not being a Nintendo franchise, which I've seen some about. I would have to email Nintendo to see what their thoughts are, I guess, on that. Like, I don't know specifically if it does or does not. If anyone could lead me to some good sources on that, I'd most appreciate that. So I will be redoing that video sometime. I don't know when, but I will be getting around to it. It'll probably be, if it won't be next year, it'll be the year before, because I do want to try out some other Nintendo franchises that I just don't usually give a lot of time to. There just don't have a huge interest in. I at least want to try them to rethink how I want to address the remake video that I'll be doing for that. So that will probably be taken down sometime. I'll also be taking down the Final Fantasy XII hunts, because the audio problem that I had, not audio, video problem that I had with my previous capture card and with some footage that I captured for those videos just was so bad, and I got so far into the game that it's kind of worn me out, and I don't want to have those videos up if people think I will. I don't want to like start something and not finish it, basically. I know I kind of did but didn't, but this was because of a misfunctioning with my software that I didn't plan on happening. So it just kind of threw a wrench in the machine, and I don't have the drive to want to start up another Final Fantasy XII file and get as far as I did with those hunts, because some of those hunts took well over an hour. So we're going to be taking those down. Now, I should say that I did start footage capturing for the quarries, which are basically hunts in the Rogue Galaxy game. And these are with the Dazzle capture card. So, well, okay, the first half, I think it is, because I didn't get all quarries. There's still some left to do. So the first half, if I do put those up, would be of older footage, but the later half would be of the better footage. So if that sounds okay to you guys, like you wouldn't mind that, I will put those videos up and start working on them. But if you really want to see better quality footage and don't really think it's worth seeing those, then I won't put them up. It's kind of up in the air for you guys, because the audio and footage is there. Just let me know what you think. I'm also possibly considering doing some Let's Plays sometime. I don't know when I'll get around to those, because again, I've got a lot in my hands as it is. But, you know, let me know what you think about that. I don't know if I'll create a Let's Play channel and put them on there, or have it on this footage right now. Jazzy, sorry, that's my cat. Jazzy, stay away from the microphone. No, no, no. Don't headbutt it, okay? Don't knock it over, cat. Jesus Christ. Okay, so, fuck, cat, come on, just fucking sit. Not on the keyboard, not on the keyboard. You're gonna fuck shit up. Okay, stop. Okay, now go ahead and sit. Go ahead and lay down. Go ahead and get all cuddly. Alright, are you done? Okay, sorry about that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I wanted to get you guys updated on that stuff, because, like, I think it's fair to let you guys know about that. Oh, okay, one last thing that came to mind. Now, I was part of a network. It was Freedom Network, because I had received a few personal messages from one of their people that do that kind of stuff, you know, that find people and stuff like that. And I thought I'd give it a try just to see what it's like. And yeah, I could have technically been making money off of it, but not much. And the way they set it up, I wasn't making any kind of money. So I just didn't really bother with it. And it wasn't until I like started going back to my videos, and this was, I think, sometime during the summer. I think, if you haven't noticed on my channel, I'll kind of clue you in now. When I was going back to some of those videos, I really got sick and tired of ads popping up on them. So when I upload a video, I go to the monetization section to see if I can keep ads off my videos as much as possible. I don't know how successful it is, because I have noticed that even if I do set the settings when uploading the video, sometimes YouTube just fucking ignores it, and I don't know why. So I have to go back and retry that. So I'm hoping to keep ads off my videos as much as possible when I upload them. So that's kind of also why I'm getting rid of some of the old ones, and I'll probably go back to those ones too. But yeah. And I know some people were wondering why I had gotten rid of all of the other PS2 reviews. And it was because I wanted to go back to those games and go back to some of those videos with not only just better footage, better scripts, and so that way they kind of feel more uniform with the new schedule, with the new setup that I have. And also, I will be doing reviews of video games I've already discussed, but I just want to redo that so that way, you know, they're more within the new system, and I think the new system's a better way of looking at them. That way, because some of the old videos are really rather redundant, or just too needlessly specific, and I kind of want to rearrange that. And I will be mixing up with some games that I haven't yet discussed, which some of you may have already seen. One last thing I want to bring up is that the way I will be doing these videos in terms of series and franchises is I'll be trying to cover them in like kind of like a little mini-esque marathons, like what I did with the Team Ico games. I first looked at Ico and then Shadow of the Colossus, and then when I was looking at level 5, I first took a look at Dark Cloud, then Dark Cloud 2, Dragon Quest 8, and then Rogue Galaxy. And I've been currently doing that right now with the Katamari games, Katamari and then We Love Katamari. So I'll be taking a look at franchises as I one after another. That way it's kind of a mini-esque marathon thing. So if I've beaten one game out of a series and there's multiple other games of that series on the PS2, I won't cover that one game individually until I've played the other games, and we'll be able to cover them then afterwards. So yeah, that's about it. Oh, right, and I didn't clarify something that I said before. I was part of the Freedom Network. I dropped them because I just didn't think it was worth the effort. So, yeah, that's that. I am solo. So, hopefully I don't do anything that gets me super in trouble with YouTube about copyright issues. I hope not. I think I've been doing pretty good about observing what prevents what is under fair use. I think a lot of what's on YouTube is considered under fair use, and their copyright policies are kind of crap. But hey, that's that. So yeah, I will be putting up another video, kind of update-esque, in a week or two, to kind of let you guys know about something else, but it's kind of irrelevant to this, so I'll be doing that separately. And maybe I'll record it, since I haven't recorded myself in a while, like face-wise. Maybe. I don't know. It's scary. But I will see you guys then. Bye.